Yeah, definitely quite a few changes for the new season. I think it's great we make these steps in Formula E with the Gen 3 Evo car. I believe especially the four-wheel drive is the biggest change, and yeah, it's a lot of fun to drive because the acceleration is amazing and you change your driving style, and yeah, it's definitely a very new element for us and we really enjoy it behind the wheel, so that's great. And then yeah, many other things like the attack charge, like new tires, a new aero kit, so quite a few things that we have to get on top of. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this work with my new team, with DS Penske. It's great, the first few months of everybody, getting to know the whole team, the way of working, the approach, and yeah, so far yeah, all is going really well.
Initially, firstly, it's just good to get back in the car and you know, being with every car on track at the same time. It's always a cool feeling to, you know, it means the season is approaching, so that's cool. And yeah, look, there's a lot of new things for us, mainly on tires to understand this season. The tires are different from last year, and yeah, we're just trying to run through a test program and try and understand a few things. But yeah, I'm still a bit confused at the moment, to be honest. It's good, yeah, we're on top of the timesheets, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. Lots of analysis to go through, and good thing we have another 2 or 3 days here to keep developing and keep learning. But yeah, at the moment I'm just a little confused.
Obviously a new track for me, so it took a little while for me to get used to the track, but really enjoying this track actually. It's really fun to drive. I think a pretty successful first session, honestly. The first half of the session was a little bit better for us in terms of lap time, but I think we got through what we needed to get through, so some good progress for us today. Obviously four-wheel drive in the duels and in attack mode is going to be one of the biggest things, but I think in 300 in the group stages it's going to be the tyres. The tyres are quite a lot faster and they do drop off quite a bit, so I think we're going to see a few strategy options there, and yeah, obviously a peak in tyre performance.
It's nice. Of course, I've driven it for 2 years pretty much now. I guess with the four-wheel drive is a good thing to have now. I mean, it's faster for us, so for a driver it's always a nice thing, something for the engineers to think about. But generally I love driving this Formula E car. I mean, it's always moving around, there's always things to do as a driver and to think about on the steering wheel, and yeah, it's a tough car to really get the maximum out of. I think in general he has a lot of experience, of course, so I've been learning from him in every aspect, in terms of how to get the most out of the car, how the races usually play out. I mean, of course, I'm coming with my own experience from Andretti and from F2 as well, so I'm bringing my own youth and my input as well. And the team Apt have been around for a long time, so they're teaching me a lot. So generally, just a lot of learning, like you said. I mean, all year is about that, about learning. We don't know where we're going to be, so all the pressure's off of us, and kind of just improve from where we are now and see where we end up.
I mean, yeah, lots of learning. Overall, it's been a pretty positive day. You know, each run we were pretty competitive, and then yeah, to finish the day second, I'm pretty happy with. But yeah, a lot to analyse. You know, no one really did too much preparation coming into this event, purely because we all did it for Valencia. So yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of yeah, head scratching, getting into all the data and understanding what really happened today. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, from the 300 running side, it's not all that much different. You know, we've all brought little upgrades here and there, but from that side, it's not that much different. It's really the 350 four-wheel drive is where we make the big step. You know, today was around about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds in lap time gain. So it's super enjoyable to drive. You know, super fast, flowing, and yeah, the acceleration out of the corners is pretty impressive. So a good step forward for Formula E, and something, you know, what we're really bringing to the table in a World Championship. So yeah, so far it's been a pretty positive outcome for all the drivers with the four-wheel drive.